Welcome to Utah. We're in the Wasatch Mountains above Salt Lake City to kick off the 2023 CIRQUE Series, a sequence of 7 races every 2 weeks. The races start at the base of world-class ski resorts and challenge the runners as they climb to the mountain summit before descending back down to the finish line. Each race is grueling in its own way. The series focuses more on an aggressive elevation profile and technical mountain features rather than distance, creating a fast and demanding racing environment. The season kicks off in Utah's Little Cottonwood Canyon at the base of the SNOWBIRD Mountain Resort.
Snowbird's going to be interesting this year. It's 8.7 miles with 3,500 feet of vert and half of the course is covered in snow. And you tag Hidden Peak and Mount Baldy before descending. My goal going into this series is to approach every race like it's a workout. And when I say that, I think a lot of people think that that takes away from the intensity that I put into the race, and it doesn't. It just takes away the nerves and the pressure that I kind of put around racing.
It's official. 16 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself right. You will see a lot of snow today. Duh. It just won't go away, and we're fine with that. It'll be on the ridge, on the ascent, little patch up there, and then when you come back down from Baldy through the tunnel, and a massive cirque of snow awaits you as you come out of the tunnel. That will be your monster glissade today, so have fun up on that. It sounds like this. When I say push, you say peak. Push! Peak. Push! Peak. And I'll tell you right now, in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Everyone went out pretty hard, and going into that race with my A goal being a sustainable workout, it was hard to kind of let everybody go and watch everyone take off because you're in that momentum, right? You're in that same energy as everybody else of being excited and wanting to go out hard, but I held back a little bit. And I think that was the right move because after the first hill on that double track, people slowly died down and softened their pace, and I was able to keep motoring through at a sustainable pace.
Get it.
A winter of record-breaking snowfall in Utah's Wasatch Mountains has left lingering snow throughout Snowbird. As the course climbs and descends the peak, the runners will have to navigate the unpredictable snowpack.
Once we got to the snow section, it started to get tricky because we were still climbing and we hadn't made it quite to the ridge yet. But because the snow had warmed up, everything was slushy, and every one step forward you took, you would slide back too. So moving through that snow field was pretty slow. I think the cool thing about CIRQUE Series is that it is open to such a broad range of people and runners and backgrounds. So they have 3 different categories. They have a beginner category, an expert category, and a pro category. And it's really cool that you can see that diversity and that inclusion of all athletic abilities. It's also really cool that they can line up with pro runners that compete in the Olympics and compete at these really high levels. So this year, racing in the pro division, I'm lining up against, some pretty competitive athletes and a pretty deep field of runners.
Welcome to the top of the bird. Nice work, guys. Let's go.
You guys are so strong, looking too good. Still fresh, you guys got it.
transitioning from the snowfields to the ridge was nice because then you were able to find that rhythm again and start running, and every step that you took actually stuck, which was nice. I was able to hold on to a pretty sustainable pace and get into a rhythm of running and power hiking. From that point to the top of Mount Baldy, I was able to kind of go back and forth between those paces of power hiking and running.
Holding on that 20th position, Jo summited Hidden Peak. With 2 more short climbs until the downhill, she prepped to shift gears and make up some time.
I know you got 10%.
I know that uphills aren't my strong suit, and it's something that I'm working on, but I know the downhills and the technical sections are where I would make up a lot of time and make up a lot of places, be able to kind of pick some people off. So at that point, at the aid station and climbing up to Mount Baldy, I knew I still had a little bit of time, and I was able to push a little bit harder to get to the top of those peaks and know that the downhills were mine.
Come on, Jo.
It was interesting traversing that snowfield in the back of Mineral Basin because I don't normally get dehydrated or overheated when I run, but with the snow reflecting heat back up on me and then having it, cook down on us, I felt like I just couldn't cool off properly. So to get to that tunnel and have a moment of relief from the sun was huge for me to kind of cool off, reset, and then really be able to attack the downhills. The downhills are where I'm able to let my legs go. I don't need to hold the brakes. I can kind of just let them cruise. Even though there was a lot of snow still, it was much more manageable because you were able to go stay down. That's a spot that I can make up a lot of time and catch some people, and that's what we did.
Cowbell, stay focused. You got this, Jordan.
With the ability to fearlessly attack the downhills, Jo picked up positions and fought her way back to an 11th place result at the first CIRQUE Series race of the season.
Yes, and having you cheering for me at the top, I was like, someone is picked in! And then hearing you go, cowbell, I was like,
I wasn't going to jiggle all the way up there.
no, hearing cowbell was better than the actual cowbell.
I'd say I'm pretty happy with how this weekend went. I think it's funny because you come out of a race and you always think you could have pushed that one section a little bit harder, and you could have, there's so many shoulda, woulda, couldas in a race. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it, and especially being able to achieve that A goal. I have a couple of these CIRQUE races picked out that I really want to do well in. And until those races, I'm kind of training through a lot of these CIRQUE races. So that's kind of what's coming up. But we're just taking it race by race. And Brighton's up next, and I'm pretty psyched for Brighton.
The second race is in 2 weeks at Utah's Brighton Resort. We hope you will join us for another weekend of pushing peaks.